Hey there, in this video we're going to walk through how to install ThingsBoard on an AWS server using EC2 and Docker. If you are interested in setting up your own IoT platform in the cloud, then stick around and let's get started. Alright guys, so once we are in our AWS account, let's go to the EC2 service. So let's go into create a new instance, so click on launch instance here. And then we are going to name it ThingsBoard CE from Community Edition. In the application and OS image, I will select the Ubuntu, and then I will select the version number 22. Confirm the changes, and then here in the instance type, I'm going to select the T3 small. But you can also select the medium type because ThingsBoard is required at least for 4 GB of memory. But because this is an example, I think T3 that small is enough for now. In the key pair, I will select proceed without key pair. And here in the network settings, I'm going to set as a default the network, the subnet, the auto assign public IP, the firewall security groups. I will use an existing security group. Let's select my security group. If you want to see how is the security groups configured, you can copy copy this configuration. The most important part here is you will need to open the port 8080 for the custom TCP, and also the 22 if you want to connect via SSH console. And also if you want to create some MQTT connection, you might need to open the port, the 1883 port. So after that, let's return to my launch instance. Yeah, the configure storage, you can give more than 8 GB because yeah, it depends on what is your application. Since this is a basic example, 8 GB I think is enough for now. And then yeah, let's create that instance. It's gonna take some time. Yeah, let's go to this link and see what is the status from my instance. You can also go to the dashboard here in the EC2, go to the instance and see what is the instance, or what is the status from the instance that you already created. Okay guys, so once we have our instance up and running, let's go into connect. So click on here in the instance ID and then click on the connect button. And as you can see here, we can connect to the server with different ways. We can use the session manager, the SSH client, the EC2 serial console. But in this time, we are going to use the EC2 instance connect, since it's very simple and easy to do it. So click on connect here, and AWS is going to show us the console for our server. Alright, so once we are there, let's go into install Docker. So let me copy and paste these commands. Let's go into update and upgrade first. Okay, here we just click on the OK option, and then also we will select the OK. Right, so let's take our second command. we are going to install the certificates from Docker. Let's copy and paste here. Click on OK, and then also we're going to select the OK in the Windows. And let's go to the third command. Let's copy the code, paste it here, right, and then let me copy and paste this another command. All right, let's go in again, update our Ubuntu server. All right, and then let's go into install our Docker. Click on OK, select OK again, and then let's see if we have right now Docker up and running. So let's put in here Docker version. Yeah, we have Docker version 29. So okay guys, so after that we're going to add the user to the Docker group. So let's copy and paste this command, and then let's restart the session. Yeah, and then let's go into install right now the Docker Compose. So let me copy and paste this. And also let me check if our Docker Compose is installed. Well, yeah, we have right now Docker Compose also, and then we can check running the Hello World by Docker. Yeah, as you can see, everything is working well. We are receiving the hello from Docker. So the next step is going to install the ThingsBoard Docker Compose YAM file. Okay guys, so once we have our Docker and Docker Compose installed, so let's go into install ThingsBoard. So let me create a new folder that is named ThingsBoard. And then here in this folder, I'm going to create a new file with nano that is called Docker Compose. All right, here we might need to copy the code from ThingsBoard. So let's go to ThingsBoard, and then here in the Community Edition, in the section on Docker from Linux, if you scroll down a little bit, you will find this example. So let's copy this and then return to our instance and paste it. All right, so as you can see, we're going to install the version number 4.2.1.1. so let's go into save the changes. Okay guys, so once we have our Docker Compose files created, so the next step is initialize our database schema. So if you go to the ThingsBoard documentation, you will see here this command that say that before you start ThingsBoard, initialize the database schema and load will in asset by running this command. So this is gonna to create all the database schema and the system resources for widget, image, rule change, etc. And also if you want to see a little demo, you can put in this variable as a true, but if you want a clean version you can put this variable as a false. So I will use the demo version, or I will load the demo just to see the dashboard and device example for testing. And yeah, return to the instance or return to the server and paste it here. Alright guys, so after we initialize our database schema, so we need to start ThingsBoard by running this command. So we are going to copy and paste this Docker Compose app, and we are going to see how ThingsBoard is working. Okay guys, so once we have our ThingsBoard up and running, let's return to our instance in AWS and copy the IP public address, and then open a new page and put in here the port 8080. And yeah, we have ThingsBoard right now in our server. So let's go for the credential for our tenant, and let's see here. You want to log in as a system administrator, you can use this account, or if you want to log in as a tenant administrator, you can use this, or the customer user, you can use this. So I'm going to see, or I'm going to use the system administrator account. So let me copy and paste this. This is admin, is the password. Okay guys, so once we have our ThingsBoard up and running in our server, so if you go to the home page, you can see a little information about the ThingsBoard application. So as you can see, we're running the version number 4.2.1.1, and you can see this is the version, is up to date. So if you click on here, also you will see, click on here, you will see what is the release from ThingsBoard. And also you go to the home page, you also could see what is the function available from this community edition, the alarms, dashboard, entities, relation, profiles. If you want to use, for example, I don't know, white labeling, groups, integration, so you might need to change to professional edition. Okay guys, that is for the video, so I hope you like it and learned something new. Don't forget to give it a like and share it with people who might be interested. So see you in the next one. Bye.